Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, the archers. Finally, it arrived. You can guess the Rattle Snake by Alibow, a short Super Recurve bow. Alibow made specially for horse archers. And today we have a first look at this bow. Of course, you get a nice sleeve. You get the string, which is always attached on the outside of the sleeve, but I mentioned this in another video. And then you get the bow. Look at this short one. Look, this is all. That's all. Details. Nice. So we have carbon here. We have carbon here. We have an extreme recurve and very, very thin tips. So there are no sears. Difference to almost all the other bows from Alibow. Without a sear, it's just a super recurve. Has a little groove here. There's a string guide. Has two inlays for the arrow pass. Pretty, and it's a 28 pounds, I think. 28 inches, not 25. 25 pounds, I think. This is hard to say. 25 pounds. So I ordered 25. I got a 25. So we get the string. Would be nice if at least on the string bag would be written for which bow the string is, because when you get more, you lose the string from the whole package and then you don't know which string is which. But minor things, you know. So the string is nice and blue. Let's see what I can tell you. First, I can tell you the technical specifications written on the website, but of course you can check the website. The Rattle Snake Super Recurve. The bow length strung is 118 centimeters, unstrung 106. The string is 124 centimeters. Brace height is 18 centimeters. Max draw is 30 inches. Minimum air weight is 7.5 grain per pound. You can have this bow from 25 to 35 pounds. And in 3 color options in black, green, and purple. So my arrows could be 220 grain or something, but my lightest arrows, they are not exactly 30 inches, they're 29 and a half. They are 250 grain, so they are my most lightweight arrows I have. So we have to work with what we get, and the bow costs only $350 US. That's a number. So, then, of course, we check, and look, I got a new one because the old one was too beaten up. And of course black, because black is beautiful. From knock to knock. This one is easy because there are no string bridges and nothing. Has a nice leather handle, as we know it. I mean, it's an Alibow. What can I tell you? It's 51.5 inches from knock to knock. 18 millimeters or something on. 0, so let's see. 18.9, my eyes. So we are good in this regards too. Brace height, as they say, it's 18 centimeters. Let's see. And obviously with a super recurve like this, that might not be your first bow, because even if it's relatively stiff, you have here quite an angle, and if you don't know how to string this one, so I most probably would recommend, I will see how it works now for the first time, but I would say this bow requires a stringer, you know, with the 2 loops, and then you put it on the ground, lift it, put the string in. But that's me, I see now how the stringing will work. Then you can see that the struggle is real. So we have a nice string. One is longer, one is shorter. The longer one is the... I forgot. The longer one is the bottom one, right? Exactly. So we use my method. Well, not my method, but the method we teach. And by the way, speaking of teaching, you see in between there are many out. They call themselves Asiatic archery this, Asiatic archery that. Just to let you know, Asiatic archery with this logo here, and the alliance is only me, or for now the school in Belgium. Everyone else is not licensed under my program, just to say. Let's see how we can string a super recurve, if it works in the same way. So handle is pointing out. Here we have the recurve running all around, and it's easier, way easier than I thought. So look at this. That was almost simple. Oh, cool. Look at this bow. 18 centimeters on the millimeter, so it's 7 inches. Nice. Look at this nice bow. Looks a little bit like the handle is a little forward, so like a Turkish, or I would say it's a short Assyrian on steroids. So you see the Assyrian, it's not really a Turkish handle, it's a more Assyrian style handle. And then instead of Cs, you have this extreme recurves. So what do we get? Here it's stiff, here it gets nice flexible, and in this direction, the bow is good stiff. What can I do? If they continue talking, I need to stop shooting. Let's see. Oh, you hear that? High pitch. Nice. So there is music in the house. Look at this. Not much slack. So 30-inch max throw. So first tough, and then all of a sudden, I'm scared to throw this bow. Ew. Holy cow! And look at the recurves. You see that? 28, 29, 30. So 30 easy, and here it's hard, and here's all of a sudden easy. And that means this bow is going to be fast. Unfortunately, my arrows are not heavy, lightweight enough, so we could shoot almost 200 grain with this one. Holy moly. That's pretty cool. It's not heavy at all. 315. Pocket rocket. And let's see what it will say on my 28-inch draw. So this would be, this is easy, 28. It's 24.7. And I guess this would be roughly 30. 26, I don't think so. Wait a second. I stopped too early. Mm, 36 pounds. So there is, crazy. First arrows, 250 grain. They are long enough. They go left. Holy cow. Wow. Zoom, a slight zoom. They are 260, a little heavier. Tough. Nice. This one is 30 inches, but it's 360, just to see what the heavy arrow will do. Oh, still? Need to get my arrow. Horse archers, I think Alibow gets you covered if 28, 30 inches is enough for you. And with these pretty arrows, they're from Nijora. These are the 1000 spine bark version. Remember them? They have here a little protector. Here a little protector and the good top hat tips. They're just great. So Nijora. Then you put some different knocks on it for your whatever speed shooting style you have. Center serving is fine. It's quite long. Look at this. Oops. Oh, okay, let me shoot Turkish style. What the heck, no? So these ones fly almost a little better. They are, I think, 800 spine, but I don't know now. You know, if you could always write it on them, would make life so easy. Madeira. And this is so small. You know, the spine is always the most important part, and I write it that small. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, now I get the feeling. So a little afterwards. But of course, it's you know, the string wraps around here, and then it starts a little vibrating. So if you don't like, you could put maybe 2 small string silencers, because even with the 360 grain, it is 100 grain heavier than the others. You still have this a bit wobbly. Maybe you see it in a slow motion. I shoot with the 260 grain arrows because they fly the best for me. $185. $180. $188. $188. $178. Bad shot. Let me shoot one lightweight one. I have one left in 250. And it's a little longer. $191. So these arrows are a little too heavy, so 200 foot per second, no problem. What a brilliant bow this is, and what I figured, the heavier the arrow, the more you have this vzz. So if you shoot lightweight arrows, the bow feels way better. I wish I would have more lightweight arrows. The draw is so incredible here. It's, first of all, not much going, and then hard, and then easy, 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 and then it goes back like buttery smooth. Wow. Oh, I start splitting arrows now. Now I know what the bow is doing. Now you can send me away on a 3D or whatever. This is insane. This bow is insane. And $350, you get really. Don't need to break. No, I don't need that. I want to show you. Oops. Oops, Ella. See that? Only this one was a little off for the rest. Of course, when I posted the photo, all the experts knew already everything about these recurves, that you can't string them without a stringer, that whatever, they might be difficult and whatever. And so I got influenced a bit and I thought, maybe. But this bow is easy peasy, even for a beginner. 25 to 35 pound, enough for horse archers. I wish I would have now 35 pound version, because the speed with these lightweight arrows, wow, shakes a bit, a little vibration, little, but just wow. And when you shoot properly, the arrow goes exactly where you point. So here, look at this. It's hard even for this long, insane. When we have wide limbs, insane the stability of this bow. You have still a narrow arrow pass, you have a nice grip, you have a little, a bit, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not much, and in the handle, 1, 2, 3, 4. But of course, you get this and you hear it. But as said, if you put some small string silencers here and here, and then you have a dunk, dunk, then you don't feel anything. And The more lightweight the arrows, the better it goes. Let's see how unstringing stringing is again. Huh? Shall we? Yes. Look at this. Four is so nice in place here. Zack off. Because you have this nice, not really Korean style, but you know, like a normal longbow or recurve bow, the tips here. And stringing again. It's just a little tough with the thumb protector on. So you want to put this off before. Zack, look at this. And it's in. So the normal step through I would not recommend, but with this one, no problem. And the bow is obviously, so choose this stringing method. And this bow is straight, see? No problem. If you do, you just check quickly, and then if you need to adjust it a little bit. Holy cow, what a, and lightweight, 320 grams. Shoots, maybe not in 25 pound, but in 35 pound with lightweight arrows, you get easy 200 foot per second. It's just a, wow, piece of bow. Nice. And you don't want to put this bow down. It's 25, it performs so great in 25. Now imagine what this bow will do in 30 or 35 pounds. Wow. See, that was a 28 and a half, 29 inch draw, fine. Was a bit longer drawn, you have a little at the end, but oh, that was a bad shot. So make sure that your thumb protector sits tight, or use a ring. You heard the difference already. So cool. So you see some minor differences in your thumb protector and how you release. And a little string twist. The heavy arrow again to feel. So use extreme lightweight arrows with this one. Holy no. This one 250 would be just perfect. But I don't have no one left because I lost an insert in the target. Wow. Just wow. There's not much more to say. This bow is incredible. Super recurve. Soon I will get the smoke from Bamboo Archery Malaysia. Of course, the smoke draws way longer. But as I heard, Alibow is working on a long version of this one too. But with the length always comes a problem of stability. This short one is just, it's the perfect little zack, horse archers, whatever, dynamic archers. This one, if you don't like the Korean style, you need something short, something fast. This one will not disappoint in any way. And it's a beautiful bow. I mean, it's nice made. Look, I have this little tip, little tips here. Put it in a dirt. And you see that the string groove runs just long enough here. You have the carbon optic, which you know I'm a total fan of. Then you have here this red application here. It's fine. Here you have, I don't know, dark wood. I don't know the materials now. This, yeah, sandal is fine. I wish there would be the other one with just the seam without the stitching there, but it gives you a little extra grip there, so that's fine. Then you have the writing and the logo. So this bow is beautiful, short and beautiful. And it's interesting when you draw it the first time. First you have to overcome the sear, you see. First you have to overcome the recurve. Here it's hard, and now all of a sudden, easy. Crazy. So this is, now it's easy. Handle bends a little bit here, but it's fine for this bow. Bit more stability in the handle, you would not feel that much, but it's really fine. I'm just complaining now again, nitpicking. 28, 29, 30. And there's no stacking, so and this bow is sturdy. It's wow. I need to stop now, otherwise I bubble for another half hour. But you know already my vote. Is it a recommendation or not? Definitely. So if you order next time from Alibow, get one of this in the low poundage E25. It's so much fun. 350 is just a bit too much. I would use these ones, but they are nice as for my courses because it's just a beautiful bow. But I'm happy with the Tatar fiberglass for that. This is just your first really short, if you don't want to draw more than 30 horse arches. This is an insane bow and you will be very happy with it. Now I need to order 35 pound because I want to know what this bow can do speed-wise with extreme lightweight arrows. This is Alibow, I need 30 pounds. Pretty cool. So, Mr. Sangli, Alibow, thank you very much for sending this bow to me. Incredible. Get one. If it's your first order, voucher code ARMIN10 gets you 10% off. $350, 10% off, almost the shipping. Most probably not, but hey. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.